Hi, my name is Mariza Nuttall, and I will be giving you some practical examples that you can use in the salon to increase your retail sales. One of the things that happen to us as beauty therapists is we really believe the client needs a particular product, and then we become fearful of actually telling the clients about that product and about why they need that products. We become so fearful, we break out into a sweat. Our hands start to sweat and we get all nervous and we ask silly questions, and we often practice on our clients. My suggestion to you, my first suggestion to you, is that you practice on family members and practice in the mirror. That's my very first suggestion. My second suggestion to you is that you always ask open-ended questions rather than closed-ended questions. A closed-ended question is something like, Mrs. Jones, are you using skincare? Mrs. Jones can then say yes or no. Another question, a closed-ended question would be, Mrs. Jones, how regularly do you go for your treatments? Or do you regularly go for your treatments, should I say? Mrs. Jones could say yes or no. Once again, that doesn't give us enough information to find out more about what Mrs. Jones is actually doing with her skincare. A good example of an open-ended question is something like, Mrs. Jones, tell me about, do you like using this particular product? And you actually take some of the product and you rub it on Mrs. Jones's hands. That immediately links the question to an emotion, and she'll say, oh, I love the smell, oh, I love the texture. So it's far better to use an open-ended question to find out more about your clients. My third suggestion to you is never sell your clients something that he or she doesn't need. Always sell products that he or she actually needs and will actually get results from. So those are three very, very important tips. Now, I'm going to share with you a method that I've trained many girls all over the world, and I've had emails, I've had my own staff tell me how fantastic this method is and how much this method has actually helped them in their everyday work that they do within a beauty salon. The method is the love method of selling. The love method is very, very simple. And the first thing with the love method is to actually love your products. So I'd like to suggest that when you hold your product, you caress your products. Whilst you're speaking about the product, you give your product a little stroke. Hold the product so that it's towards your hearts. It's human nature. People want what we love. So very important, don't slam the product down in front of Mrs. Jones. Rather hold the product and show the customer that you really love your product. Then I would like to suggest the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to introduce Mrs. Jones to the product, and you're going to share with her a benefits. Going through one benefits of why you think she needs that product for her skin, how that product will benefit her skin. Then the second thing is you're going to share with her a feature of the product. So Mrs. Jones, this product has got a lock pump. So you can lock it when you go traveling because you travel so often. Or Mrs. Jones, you can use this product morning and nights. So it's one product that you can use morning and nights. You shared with me, Mrs. Jones, that you wanted something simple and easy to use. So that is another specific feature that you can highlight to the clients. Then you can share with Mrs. Jones one ingredients. You don't need to go through the whole complexity of every single ingredient. You can just share with her one ingredient of why you've chosen that particular product for her. And then you're going to qualify the client. So let's just go back. You're going to go one benefits of the product. Number two, one feature of the products. Remember, benefits sell, features tell. So it's no use you give Mrs. Jones 10 different features. You want to really focus on one benefit, one feature, and thirdly, one main active of why you've chosen to recommend that product to her. And then you're going to qualify her and you're going to go, now Mrs. Jones, can I pop that in a bag for you? Or Mrs. Jones, is that of interest to you? And if she's still not 100% sure, then you're going to back your sale up with one more benefit and then qualify her again. So the love method is literally just loving your product, believing in your product. I've always sold products that I love and that I believe in, and I think this is a very, very important thing, and I think this shows. If you're selling something that that you don't really believe in, you're really not going to sell it. So it's important to know your product and try out the love method. Please do email me at mariza@goodlookingbeauty.com.au if you have any further questions, and good luck with your sales.